everybody, welcome back to the S.H.OP, the social hub of positivity. We literally are in the doorway of the social hub of positivity, so we're just in it ourselves. However, you're more than welcome to come down, particularly on a day like this, although by the time this goes out, this will have been weeks gone by, but here's the crack. This is the wonderful Tammy Lovell. Tammy, how are you?
Yeah.
We've got to know you because you've been coming to the shop, and then we've built a relationship around all sorts of wonderful things. But at the moment, you're selling your wonderful cakes. Now, two things I want you to say is tell us a bit about your cake making business and then the reason why you're making these cakes. Over to you, Tammy, and the cake making part of this interview. There she is.
I run a 1968 Cheltenham Sable Caravan, which is cream and pink, and I sell vegan cakes from it. So the idea came around, I had to change my job last year and didn't know what I was going to do, and the idea came up of running a cafe with Lucy and Lucia at the art fair and craft markets. And then from that, we went on to buy the caravan, and we've extended, and we now do takeaway afternoon teas and functions for afternoon teas as well.
That's fantastic. So these vegan cakes and all this sort of stuff from your caravan, does the caravan actually go to places, or do you?
Yes.
It does?
Yes.
So it goes to all
the
places.
caravan has a few different umbrellas to it. We go to different fairs, markets, and you can also hire the caravan personally. They can come to your driveway or a private piece of land.
Right.
So we can sit 6 people inside, so you can hire the caravan and have 6 afternoon teas.
In the caravan?
In the caravan. It's exciting. It's
You right there, Chrissy?
lovely. It's all pink and gorgeous inside as well. And then we also do weddings too, so you can hire the caravan just like as a photo booth at your wedding, or you can hire us to cater for afternoon teas at your wedding with the caravan.
That's fantastic. I didn't realise that you could actually, I just thought it was kind of stripped out inside and you were just selling it over a counter. You can actually come in, sit down, have a tea.
Sit down and have tables and chairs are still there at the front, and you can sit down and have our gorgeous afternoon tea with friends.
Fantastic. Right, so that's part of your new business. What else are you doing? Because I know you're a very, very busy person. What else are you doing in the community?
I volunteer with a company called Fighting Hunger Through Food Waste. What we do is we pick up the food that are going to throw away, so it has a use by date or a sell by date of that particular day. We pick it up and then we go around to families who are in need of food, so that they don't have to think about whether they're paying a bill or whether they put food on the table. I look after 9 families.
Wow, that's amazing. So, how many people are involved in that organisation, and do they need any more volunteers?
We're always looking for volunteers.
People out there.
So if anybody has a spare evening, you only have to have one night a week. If you know somebody who is in need of food, then you can get in touch with us. There is a Facebook page called Fighting Hunger Through Food Waste.
Wicked. Can we put the details on much?
You can contact them to volunteer with them, or you can contact them if you want to be a family that we can come and deliver fresh food to you. So we're looking at things like breads, fruit and vegetables. Sometimes there's meat and things in there as well. I know.
But better than it goes in the bin.
Do you know,
like, not a problem.
Don't want an animal to have died to go in the bin.
That's true actually. I've got the same sort of philosophy that if it's already cooked and thing, I'll eat it. I'm not allergic to meat. I just, on the idea of the climate scenario, we have to be mindful, and it's in our own control what we choose to eat, making some sacrifice around taste, sentimental taste, remember? Sentimental taste. We only eat bacon sandwiches because we were fed them as kids, but if we thought about it long enough, we wouldn't. I mean, the taste is gorgeous, don't get me wrong. Any pigs listening out there?
The idea behind the vegan cakes is to show people that you can have meat-free cakes. You like
Dairy
no
free,
animal, dairy-free products.
Yeah.
You like no animal products in your cakes, and it can still taste absolutely amazing as well.
So, for instance, these cakes here are all vegan, yeah?
All of them are vegan.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I know you've been fed the idea about not you, but the world, by the meat industry, by the dairy industry, that vegan is somehow almost like Vulcan, like S.H.OP from another planet. It's not. Imagine that this whole thing is just plant-based. Don't feel offended. You're not part of the cult. You're eating plant-based food because you realise, hopefully, A, in lots of cases it can be healthier. But secondly, it's definitely healthier for humans' chances of survival within the natural cycle, which we have destroyed actively ourselves, our habitat, since the Industrial Revolution. The acceleration in our destruction is unbelievable. That's why I keep mentioning it in amongst cakes. Cakes and reality. Reality and cakes with Nana Betty. It's not Nana Betty, was it?
Betsy.
Betsy.
Nana Betsy.
I know who Nana Betty is. Bless Nana Betty from Leeds, up there. Doncaster. How are you doing? Here's the crack. Now, just to prove that these things actually taste as good as you say they should, I maybe should have a little taste of one of them.
Which one's that?
I think this one here, has this got nuts in it?
No.
What's that?
No. So this is diabetic banana bread.
Well, it sounds tantalising. I almost wish I was a diabetic.
Ed's
Yeah.
wife is nodding her head, saying,
Yeah.
yes, let him try that one.
Yeah, go on, I'll try that one. Yeah. No, I mean, listen, I get it. The transition, there's nothing I used to like better than a good old bacon or meat of any sort, and I used to eat the pork cuts and still love it. My God, this better be good though, because I will, everyone knows me, I will either choke on it or spit it back out. Spit it back out?
Yeah.
Spit it back out, what?
So it's sweetened with chocolate sweet freedom.
You would never know that was anything other than banana cake, right? So if you don't say it, obviously you have to say it if you're diabetic, I get it, bless you, but here's the crack. You want to taste some of that? George, you have some. Don't put my fingers everywhere. Right, that is moist and gorgeous. So what are you replacing, so it's healthy as well, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Does that go for everything here? Would you say that they're healthier by the fact how you produce them without sacrificing taste, quite obviously?
Some of them are healthier than others. You know, like the biscotti cake is obviously the least healthy. And I would say that the banana bread is probably the healthiest. But this one is similar. This has got ginger in it as well.
Oh, do you have to taste
the
one of them
ginger's
as well?
very good for your gut and things.
Yeah,
No,
they're so
absolutely.
amazing.
The
These
biomes
two
in
are
your
probably
gut.
the best.
Should I just taste one of them just with the girls as well?
Of course.
Absolutely.
Of course.
I'll put some money in the kitty. You brought your cat with you. Kitty cat. Georgia, mate, stop writing me rubbish jokes.
Yeah, and then we've got
Never
granola, which is
How are you doing? Lovely to see you again. Twice in 2 days. Stop me. He'll find out. We'll be in trouble. Bless you. Big love. Let me go with this. It's unbelievable. Smell.
Yeah,
So
the
again.
ginger.
delicious.
Oh my God. Maybe you're not going to get so much of this.
I love ginger and banana tea the most. Yeah,
Ginger is amazing.
and it works really well in the cake too.
You ain't whistling dicks here.
Is it good?
You don't make me call you dicks here, do you? Hey, yeah. How you doing? We're doing cakes and stuff. You've got to taste these. These are absolutely beautiful. Come on. I am trying to lose my mind.
Girls, I
In a
don't think you
cacophony
get
of taste. An absolute avalanche of beauty. They're great, man. Well
Good.
done. Just on that level, man. We just
Yeah.
opened a business together, just selling
So
this.
all that's in it is there's banana, sunflower oil, flour, and these ones have got ginger in them.
They're cracking, aren't they?
So there's just
Has it got
crystallized
crystallised
ginger in there.
ginger?
Sorry?
Has it got crystallised?
Yes. So put crystallized ginger in it, so that gives it a little bit of a sweetness and things as well. And I have put a little bit of chocolate sweet freedom in that one today too.
How about this one for a little fundraising idea? Because you're selling these. Can you tell us why you're selling these today?
We're selling them to raise funds for Can Do Arts. Ed, this lovely gentleman here, is running like an after-school sort of workshop activity thing for under 11s And I found out that Ed was actually funding this himself.
Well,
So-
let me explain here. That's because Ed is slightly a bit of an idiot, who thought that the funding that we had for the other after school group
Yeah.
was for everyone. So literally any child that moved within a certain diameter of me, I invited along to this after school group, thinking it was about getting kids back out from COVID, right? Which is a fine idea. It turns out it was for only over 11. So I said, we're going to do this thing on the Thursday because your wonderful children who are under 11 started, they're doing so well with the drama, with the music, with all the stuff, the art that they were doing. It was a crying shame and my responsibility. So relaunching that, you then come back with, in which case I'll fundraise. Now, that's fantastic, by the way, and we collectively at Can Do Arts for Sustainable Development work out what sustainable development is, everyone. Are really grateful for that. If everyone in the world, not just about Can Do, but worked in their communities in this way, definitely our communities will be better. The next thing I want to talk to you about, so we talked about the cakes, is this. You've got this art auction and another fundraising thing with this wonderful Lucia. Who else is involved in it? Sorry, explain what it is.
So we,
Yeah,
as part of the fundraising sort of throw it out there, let's see what we can do thing, we've come up with that we're going to host an art auction and an eco-friendly day. So we have invited businesses that think about their footprint, that are sustainable in the environment, so that they can come along and they can chat to us. So you can come along. We haven't got a final date yet, but we're hoping to be the 5th of March, so watch this space. And you can find out how to recycle. We definitely have the Wheelchair Air Ambulance coming on board with their recycling scheme, which raises thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds every year.
Brilliant.
For the air ambulance. It also means that loads and loads and loads of stuff gets recycled and doesn't go in landfill as well. So they will definitely be coming. Squeaky Clean are donating a hamper to us as well.
Okay.
I'm talking to a few other companies to see whether they can come along or they can donate. Can Do will be selling their gorgeous apple juice. If you haven't tried that yet, then come along and pick up a bottle.
Pick up a bottle. Yeah. Locally produced
And
by
the
young kids.
The kids also
Children,
do
young people.
various other things in Can Do as well. So they're going to have a stall to sell the things that they make as well. So the arts that they make, the clothes that they recycle and reuse,
Basically,
and the jewellery,
George's wardrobe.
and the jewellery that they make from other
Yeah, but
jewellery
you've
as
also
well.
donated loads of jewellery here. I can't tell you how grateful we are for you. Seriously,
No.
there's in the shop. Come and look at this beautiful jewellery that you
Come
made.
into Can Do.
Yeah.
Come and see. Just
At
come
the
and
shop.
see the beautiful artists and things. Come
I
and see
just-
what the kids have done
Yeah.
with the beads and jewellery
Yeah.
that I donated. But I used to make jewellery myself until my eyesight went
Yeah.
quite bad. So I donated what I had left, but the kids have taken that on board, and you're like, it's amazing the stuff that they produce themselves as well. So come in and
Perfect.
see it, come and buy it.
How about
You've got
this
a
then?
gift for someone, come and get it.
Can I do this? Can I just make a suggestion live on air? It's not live. It's live here. We're live. If you see this in the future,
scared.
we might not still be live. How about this? With Maya, Georgia, and one or two of our young people to do a recipe book with your designs and your recipes, all vegan stroke plant-based, which will sell, also get printed up so people can actually find out how you do it. But beautiful design, your beautiful caravan. Maybe we should have some good photographs of your caravan inside and out, because I did not know. Right, so we can do this, watch this space again. If all you're doing for the rest of your life is watching the space that we're creating, get a life, man, because we're just making suggestions. But we'll follow this up, internal shots of the caravan. You don't have to do this, I'm just saying it.
No, that'd
Do you
be
not,
a
does
great
it sound like
idea.
an idea?
We're actually I'm going to be exhibiting at the Castlecombe Steam Fair.
Perfect.
I think it's the end of May. So we're going to be having Nana Betsy there.
Yeah.
Not selling anything from her, just come along, come and see her, and see what we do, just chat about what we do and things as well, and how you can be involved with Nana Betsy as well.
Yeah.
Because she's just she's gorgeous. You
Yeah.
know, like how many 1968 double-door Cheltenham Sables are around? Hardly any. There wasn't that many made. So she's quite, she's quite a gorgeous vintage caravan.
I thought it was a
Come and see
person.
her.
I thought she was saying she's incredible and going, wow, there's actually somewhere this lady going, nice one, Tammy. I made some more vegan flat cakes. Go out and sell them, can you? Give them to the fat lad, it can do. Hey, I resemble that remark. Right. Anything else you want to say?
No.
Recipe book. We good with that?
Yeah, we
right,
can
so
go
you
with
can
that.
talk with Maya, Georgia,
Yeah.
and one of our young people. So they did the photography and learn at your Goods Fair side to replicate some of these cakes. And then we'll have a little business where we appear to be getting the young people of the Cheltenham surrounding areas doing work for now. Except the money that we generate from these things gets young people and their families opportunities that they might not normally have. So trust, there's a great sustainable cycle made ever more beautiful, may I say, by your incredible, you and your family's incredible support, not just to Can Do Arts for Sustainable Development, but the whole of the community. I've got to say, I can't thank you. Gentlemen, I salute you because I like saluting. How are you? Talk to me about that printer.
I'll be bringing that printer and that thing in.
That's it. Love you, man. You're a
I
good
have
man.
to say, my 9-year-old daughter, who can do, and then obviously is under 11, so couldn't come. She was quite upset. And then when I said that Ed was going to put it on a Thursday, and we were going
She
to
was
do
even
some
more
fundraising,
upset.
her first comment was, "We can do a bake sale."
Yeah.
So this was my 9-year-old daughter's
9-year-old
idea,
daughter.
and she wanted to help last night, so she was passing me ingredients and things as well.
Fantastic.
So she has been quite involved.
Yeah,
in this
and
too.
she'll be even more
And
so.
she's
This
very
is-
excited that she's coming back tomorrow.
And so we. So that rounds that beautifully. So here's the next bit. Watch your space. We're going to look at we'll put on the dates for all our podcasts and stuff when all your fundraising are going to happen. You're going to coordinate with you guys to do the internal shots, photograph, bam, bam, bam. Jobs are good. And anything else you need to say or want to say?
I'm going to be here every Wednesday from now on. So pop down and come and see me. We'll have different cakes each week.
Oh, we're at that. Come
You
Easter.
can watch Ed's waistline expand.
What's your shot? Social love and positivity. I haven't been able to move for a month.
And here's Donnelly.
Yeah, Maya
Make us
said
something
she's
nice for
coming
tea.
on the Wednesday.
Yeah, better go. Just about to finish this. This is Donna, Carr. We're off. Tony Cruz, ladies and gentlemen. Tammy Lovell. You'll see what a fantastic organisation she runs herself and the one that she supports. Love and peace out there, people. Tammy, can I shake your hand? And now can you wash that severely?
Yes, I can.
Thank you to Maya, thank you to Georgia, thank you to everyone.
Spinning at 1,000 miles an hour, just another speck in the cosmic shower. All the universe